Hello, hello, everyone. What is up? Shout-outs to everybody in the stream chat today. Tall Nova, player WM86. Shout-outs to Dan Icavelli, he's one of our lifetime members. Clover Shroom and Outrunner. Ron, RJ, what is up, man? Checking in from Canada. Todd, what is up, man? Awesome having you out here. And Gunther, Richard, what is up? Obi-Wan's Gabe, One-Eyed Willie, and Iron Gorilla. The Real Hammer, Billy Lee. Marcus, what is up, man? Prestige and Tracy, hello, hello. We got your former Gamer of the Year, Chris Plack, in the stream chat. What is up, man? See, Ed and Jose here. They're both right here. A-Train. Everybody's here. Appreciate everybody making it out to the Monday Mystery Show and to the stream chat. Galloping Mom is in the stream chat. Everybody, that's my mom. Everybody, say hello. Hello, Mother. Hope you are doing well. Stream chat, give us 1 second. Rev Runner and Prestige and Restream. Your former Game of the Year is Stephen Lucas joining us. I saw Jimbo Slice in the stream chat. Marcus asking about C2E2. We'll talk about some C2E2 in a minute. Slayer and DSP, hello, hello. Casey Spoon, what is up? Next expansion or podcast. Next expansion, I'll say soon. Next podcast, Waffles, when are we doing a podcast again? This week, Waffles says this week podcast. The Dubs Club, what is up? I could be up for a podcast this week. We got some things to talk about. Slayer asking about Midwest Gaming Classic. You know, Dan, I haven't heard anything from the MGC from Midwest Gaming Classic yet. They haven't reached out to us, so we'll see. We definitely don't go out looking for things to do with as much as we have to do here on Ogden Avenue. C2E2 has been in touch. So we will see.
Let's go.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Let's go.
Yeah, the Galloping Ghost podcast, it would be ideal if we could get on some sort of schedule. It's just that repetition of doing it.
Let's go.
It's like hitting the gym. If you can get into that routine.
Let's go.
Josh gifting 5 subs. Thank you, man. Very much appreciate that, man. Orlando asking about a new pinball unveil. You know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get a new machine up at Galloping Ghost Pinball, but I'm a bit selective in my choice of pinball machines. Jaws is hot right now. Yeah, everybody talking about Jaws. Love the movie. Great theme. It's been tough. Like, you got Halloween, you've got Ultraman, you got Jaws. Definitely some machines that would fit in the theme down there, but Gladiators and Circus Voltaire. Great machines. Pins. Again, it's, I don't know. I've had my eye on a few. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe something will pop up sooner or later. Hater Shack asking if Starblade is on the floor. It is. And we have another one in storage. Undead looking to play some Stun Runner. Love Stun Runner. Damon asked about Cyber Sled. That's here. Casey Spoon asking about Empire Strikes Back. We have not rolled out that new cabinet yet for the sit-down Empire Strikes Back. Soon, though. Soon, though. Naomi 2. We do have some Naomi 2 games here. Gabe going after that solo world record on Sailor Moon. We've been looking at possibly upgrading that Sailor Moon cabinet to a 4-player cabinet. On the list. DC's finest stream. Thank you for that. Rich, everything that you haven't been finding on the arcade floors in the expansion, which will be open soon. It's coming. It's coming. This has been the most difficult expansion to date. But fortunately, as we don't want to make anything easy, and we got to keep approaching those challenges. Well, this one was tough. The next one of going up and adding new stories, a lot of space. That's a lot of space. But we're still trying to figure out exactly how to approach it. Do we condense down in a building, knock a building down completely, build a 3-story building back in its place, and then repopulate that with everything? Still formulating a plan. We'll see. We'll see. That's definitely some podcast talk there. One of the legends of the industry, Chris Tang, joining our stream. Thank you so much, man. 2024 has been amazing so far. We're just getting started. If we do 3 stories for the entire block, where one of the problems with the main arcade as it is now, you've got all these different buildings that have been just kind of walls knocked down and stuff joined together. A lot of wasted space. There's nothing that's just big open space. And new floors, new stories. We can just make them big, empty, and all connected. So it's not just having like a total of 3 times the space, like 2 more floors. It would be more than that. But we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. There's a lot to that. So we'll be talking. That is definitely some podcast content right there. Why, if it isn't the one and only Fat Chris? I think I surprised him there. Everybody wasn't ready on that one. Fat Chris, what is up, man? Awesome seeing you. When last you were here? Starcourt Arcade saying we need an empty grocery store. I couldn't see moving away. This is probably the biggest building. At this point, that's probably the largest building in Brookfield. And certainly wouldn't want to leave Brookfield. Richard, it is Monday, which means there is definitely a game getting unveiled. Why don't we get things rolling? Here I am prattling on and on. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, February 26, 2024, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game, this time game number 972 going on the arcade floor. Last week, game 971, it was a surprise to everyone. It was none other than Hook, released from IREM back in 1992. Game number 907. Outrageously rare game in a 4-player cabinet. We were very fortunate enough to be able to get an original bezel for it, original control panel art, reworked it because that artwork was made for a 2-player cabinet. So thanks to Jim down at Galloping Ghost Reproductions for getting that all set. A lot of people seeming to enjoy it. Definitely a lot more room to go on this game, I'm sure. Been having a little bit of an issue with it. There's a pal that's been giving us a problem, but we'll have it running 100% again very, very soon. And great game. Crazy to see the after its unveiling, so many people scrambling to get a board. We saw the price of those boards just skyrocket right after we unveiled it. Always a cool thing to see that what we're putting out here has an influence, and it gets people wanting those games, and the collectors that have them realizing, oh, I've got that in my collection of boards, might as well pass it along. And it's just awesome to see. Very cool to have an influence on what the collector market and what people want to play is. And we've seen that for the longest time. Way back in with games like Outfoxies and Ichiyo Datsuka-san Chokoveta Contactee, like that went from an $8 board up to, I think they're going for a couple hundred now. So very, very awesome. We have update on Arcade Wars, which this month's game is none other than Punisher. Great Capcom beat 'em up. Play as Punisher or Nick Fury. here are the standings. And One Up Arcade, huge thanks to your former Game of the Year, Pete Hahn, for coming in and putting in such a very impressive score. 6.9 million. That's going to be tough for anybody to catch up when a score like that goes in. We see Jim Pantzer doing some heavy lifting down at the arcade. We've got Revival Arcade and Retrovolt Arcade and the One Up Arcade out in Brisbane. Everybody putting in some serious scores. Underground Retrocade. Everybody's working on it. Oh, no. Underground Retrocade hasn't qualified yet. They still need somebody else to put in another score. But with huge thanks to Pete Hahn and Andrew Owasco and Jimbo Slice, we're in a pretty good spot. But you never know. You never know. Maybe that score can go up a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll see. We've had everybody asking and wondering what show. We've got so many shows coming up in 2024. What is the Galloping Ghost Arcade going to be in attendance at? So far, like most shows, we only go if we're invited. We don't ask to be anywhere. It's only if places reach out to us and ask us, then we'll figure out if we can swing it. C2E2 has been in touch. We're working on that agreement right now, so that one is looking good. G-Fest has been in touch. But other than that, we'll see. I know people asking, want to know if we're going to win or if or when we'll ever return to the Midwest Gaming Classic. And I don't know. It's we'll see who reaches out, and we'll keep everybody posted. Just talking with Waffles a couple moments ago before the start of the show. Possibly a podcast coming up this week. Definitely a lot of things to cover, so stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens. Oh, and Pinball Expo is another one. That's one we'd normally make it out to, but we'll see. I don't know if that one's solidified yet. Is it? Who knows? Who knows? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. As always, an insane amount of people here this week. Amazing week. Thank you all for coming out. The attendance numbers looking pretty good for February. I think we're already surpassed our best February. Last year was our best February. Hold on a second, everybody that's here because we're not online. And we are back. No, nobody's stepped on a plug. Probably not an AT&T thing. But who knows? Who knows? As I was saying, why don't we talk about some scores? And to do that, why don't we summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GGA, Tommy Waffles. We can ask him, Tom, how are the scores?
Pretty good. Testing 1, 2, 3. Always got to do my little tests. We have just a few scores to announce this week. Pretty light on the scoring front, heavy on the casual/player front. Definitely, as Doc had said, very, very busy weekend. We just have Andrew Owasco, your former Game of the Year, second two-time Game of the Year, coming at you guys with a score, and Blazion, Mr. Helly, and Screw Loose, all world records, naturally house highs, of course, and a special honorary shout-out to his score on Hook that he took last week. I believe he got that score on stream, and it was available to play for the rest of the night, and it stood, which is pretty crazy. So very, very good stuff to Andrew. And then another honorable mention, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but to Brad Bach, who had as a score, and Speed Rumbler, kind of going over some things on that game. It's got some interesting score mechanics that we have to discuss and make sure everything is squared. People are playing on, everything's fair and balanced and stuff. So, but good stuff to Andrew, and that's pretty much it.
All right. Tom, how was the weekend?
Pretty busy. As Doc had mentioned, another near 800-person Saturday. Super busy Sunday. Nothing out of the ordinary this weekend. No President's Day, so it's just kind of, slow February weeks and busy February weekends. It's pretty much it.
Thank you to everybody again that made it out. Near 800 people. That is insane when you think about it. And I know every little push out there helps so much, like spreading the word. I know visit oakpark.com. I think they ran 2 articles on us in the last month. And we've been talking to some of them over there. They've been saying that there's so much interest in the arcade and Galloping Ghost pinball. We make up over 40% of the traffic to their site is looking for Galloping Ghost stuff, which you think about that, like Visit Oak Park covers all these different cities and towns like Brookfield and Lyons and Countryside. It's Oak Park and Riverside. It's hundreds and hundreds of businesses collectively, but 40% of their traffic is us. That's pretty good. So we appreciate everybody clicking those likes and sharing those stories, because that all really helps. It gets it out there more and more. We can't really tell you how much we appreciate that. And we see it because without one marketing dollar going out the door, everything goes back towards fixing stuff and getting more expansions and more games, and it's all word of mouth. So we really appreciate everybody that has helped spread the word. And it's crazy. Every weekend we come down here. This week we had 2 separate people in from Nebraska. One was a Godzilla fan, and the other was just father and son team that made their way out here. It's just amazing where people travel in from, and appreciate it so much. And that's all due to word of mouth. Like, you can advertise and get to a lot of people, but there's that tried and true somebody referring somebody else. Oh, you want to go to a cool arcade, you go here, and we appreciate that so much.
I actually did forget one thing. A gentleman by the name of John Liming was out last week, and it took in 2 attempts, 2 13-ish hour runs, got a, not official yet, still needs to be reviewed and submitted, but a Galaga world record in the marathon settings. So shout-outs to him. Stay tuned for that, but that was a cool little feat. And obviously very impressive display of Galaga skill and endurance.
And John has done some amazing scoring and always a contender at T20.
Yeah, he's always a dark horse, man. He comes out and he's determined. He does his research, and when he says, he's like, man, I'm coming in to set this score, you already know he's going to knock it out of the park. We'll change that battery up here in a sec.
All right. I think it is time to show everybody what we have in store for 972. Still so crazy. Going this weekend, I spent some time at the vaults doing inventory, making sure that my lists are all accurate. Every board is accounted for. Making sure that everything is working. Did a bunch of testing on a bunch of boards. found that we've been saying that there's around 180 games in the vaults, and it turns out there's more along the lines of like 230. So there's a lot of crazy stuff in the vaults. Awesome to see some of the rarities that'll be coming. One of them, maybe it'll be game 1000, but I don't know. Gotta have something special, but that is creeping up quick. Awesome seeing everybody guessing as to what game 1000 could be, but what it's got to be the highest caliber of games. We've unveiled so many games, much like this one. Some people know, some people are just finding it for the first time, so we'll see. But let's see what 972 is. Your Monday mystery game is how's this tarped up? Your Monday mystery game is none other than Battle Pack Raid, released from Aiding back in 1999. Some shmup action. A great shmup, to say the least. I don't think there's probably, I'm going to just say it. I would say we have the best shmup collection of any arcade, dare I say, of all time. I've seen some amazing shmups in arcades. Just one or two here and there, and just handfuls and everything, but I don't think there has been a more complete and revered collection of shmups out there. I think we stand alone. Casey Spoon saying I could spend all day in the shmups room. We have been, as we've been working on the Canton expansion, speaking of the shmups room, you can expect, we've had everybody for the longest time. That shmups room gets a little warm. We've got a solution for that. Unfortunately, it's not inexpensive, but we care about everybody's comfort here, so expect this summer in the shmups room to be the best one ever. All right, who's stepping up first? It is Jose. Jose, what is up, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Have you played Battle Pack Raid?
No, I haven't.
All right, well, let's see how you do. I know you're pretty good at shmups, so.
What section?
7 ships. Wait. No. How many ships? 9 ships. Three buttons. You've got fire, bomb, and option placement. Visually amazing game. Great sounds, great soundtrack. A lot of depth having that many ships. You can keep playing it and playing it and playing it to see what ship is kind of fits your play style. They all have different attack patterns and different options, and it makes the replayability of the game pretty high. Quite a bit of depth to the scoring as well. Oh no! $157,600 points. What'd you think?
It's a pretty good shmup. You know, it plays like the rest, but it's a pretty good one nonetheless.
All right, you gonna be back on it?
I had to catch a train pretty quickly, so that's why I'm trying to put it there.
Gotcha, man. Well, definitely, as always, appreciate you coming out, man. Thank you so much. Who's stepping up next? Ed, what is up, man? Have you played Battle Backrate?
I have.
Where'd you play that at?
T20.
All right, well, let's see how you do. What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed it. It's a shmup. I love shmups.
Well, good luck. Let's see how far you get into it. I saw a comment earlier. Somebody was commenting before the start of the stream. They were excited for the pre-show music. You know, we've been working on a couple of new tracks, so new music is coming. So many things going on the production side. Putting that bomb out there. Some cool bullet patterns. So, scoring-wise, one of the things that makes some of these shmups so much fun, you have the standard destroy all the enemies going on, but then there's a little bit, and that makes the game playable. Like, they can be difficult. This is definitely a tough shmup, but there's a lot of depth to the scoring, and that makes, like, you can get a really high score in the first level and be outdoing scores that are getting to the second and third levels. And it's just because understanding how the scoring works in the game is so important. There's so many great games that we've seen that in games like Dragon Blaze, and that definitely adds so much more when you're looking at a game and playing it for score. What is that? 1,186,900 points. You see right there. That's a big jump in that score. Pretty good. You gotta. What's that?
I forgot how nerve-wracking this one is.
It's intense. There's a lot of bullets on the screen at any given time. Who's stepping up next? It's King Can Black Man. What is up, man?
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Battle Backrate, huh?
Probably one of the intense games from T20, definitely. I definitely remember this one.
Well, let's see how you do. Good luck. King, always streaming right here on Twitch. Make sure you're following him here on Twitch at the King Can Black Man. Always putting up some good content. Everybody picking different ships so far. Does it? Good use of bombs there. Don't want to die with them. Oh no! Threading the needle there. There's some chaining with the medals that you pick up there. Some of those slow bullets. Kenny, we'll see you next time, man. Picking up all those items, medals. King already putting up 3 million plus. The backgrounds being so detailed, it's hard to notice it while you're playing because you're so focused on not getting shot down. Terrible object. It's a lot of bullets he's dodging. Oh no. Using those bombs. Takes him down. Second form. Oh no, going too far up. 3,362,620. Pretty good. Doesn't make the board. What'd you think?
Yeah, definitely one of the wild ones from T20. I'll come back and play it some more. I'll probably do one more before we go. We'll do one more, that's for sure. It's a really fun shmup. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a little while, so I'll definitely play one more.
All right. Stepping up next. What is up, man? How are you? Doing good, doing good. How have you been?
I've been good. How about yourself?
Been well, been well. Have you played Battle Back Raid?
Never. First time.
Never. All right, well, let's see how you do.
Before I get started, I just wanted to say to my little girl right there, happy birthday. She turns 21 today.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Oh, just missed that. Takes out that first boss. You know, if my memory serves me correctly, this board, we had been looking for a Battle Back Raid for a bit, and the price on this board is pretty substantial. What'd you think?
It's fun.
It's tough, though.
It is. It's quite a challenge, but I enjoyed it.
Awesome, man. Be back on it?
I might try again later.
Awesome, man. Awesome seeing you. Thank you, man. Who's stepping up next? What is up, man? Have you played Battle Back Raid?
Only at T20, but yes, last year I played it.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it. I mean, I liked, to be honest, there's another one that I like better called Side Battler, but this one was good. This one was good.
It is a tough game.
I watched Zerst play, and Zerst was killing it.
Zerst putting up that 19 mil.
What
Go with normal. Bullmaster saying, what a phenomenal game. Completely agree. Trying to remember the ships that he was digging. So this board, I believe, I'm trying to go through all my messages, but I believe somebody messaged us and was like, hey, I'm coming to the arcade. Would you be interested in a battle back raid? And they were fans of the arcade. They were just happy to have it someplace that it was going to be able to be played by everybody. I got to track down this gentleman's name that got this to us. Feel so bad when I can't remember names, but it happens. It happens. But he brought it out, and we were so happy to get this game because visually unbelievable. Just such a stellar shmup. It is, as everybody else was saying, it is an intense game. Switching those options, oh no, with the third button to have them positioned optimally, knowing when to cycle the formations, such a key part. Duffman, what is up? Again, that's got him. Fast pace. You're just right in the action. You clear those bosses out. On to the next. I think of like where shmups started. Think back to when you played. Like, what were some of the first shmups? And the definition of a shmup, like most people, I know the Fred DeHart, Jamie Tibbetts, JT and the Hambone, they have their definition of a shmup, and it's forward movement 382,370.
Yeah, I was pretty weak. I did way better at T20, but I'll be back on it later.
You've got all night.
All right, let's see what I do later then.
All right, man. Who's stepping up next? Stepping back up.
Hey, one more.
King, I see some bullet patterns in your jacket resembling the amount of bullets that are on the screen in Battle Back Raid. That's not like a hint guide or anything of how the patterns are going to be.
Not a clue.
No.
No.
I'm overthinking things, I think.
Not even close. They're not even in there.
There are so many bullets on the screen at one time in this game. But as I was saying, you think back to, for me, one of the first shmups that I played, 1942 and Tiger Heli, Sky Shark. Definitely nowhere near as many enemies on the screen at one time, nowhere near as many bullets, not as fast paced. They've really kept pushing it. And we've seen so many amazing Shmups players here. Guys like Matt Walters and Fred DeHart. GGA Jeremiah occasionally are putting on a show. Jamie Tibbetts, Masi Zagopian. There's some really tremendous Shmup players here. Zurst with the top scores so far. But you never know. You never know. Threading the needle. He's got a lot of those options following him now. Incredible. You watch players. It's very true in Shmups and in the fighting game community. The point of entry and what you perceive to be as like a basic Shmup, like players starting with aiding games like Battle Back Raid or Ikaruga or any of those deeper shmups. Players that have been playing for the longest time can struggle with games like this because they're not used to the fast-paced action and the amount of bullets, and it's crazy when you think about it. It's not that there's any real difference between the people, but almost the foundation that they start with, they learn like, oh, this is difficult, and it's hard to kind of grow past. We've seen it. There's some tremendous players out there that have been playing for a long time. You look at guys like GGA Jeremiah, they're so adaptive to games. And they don't really put that threshold of this game is hard and this game is not hard. He can go through the ages and play all different games, and he's ready for the challenge. It's weird. It's a lot of psychology to it. Step it back up. Let's see how you do. Checking it out. He's switching it up, trying to find that ship that's just right. That's a good spread shot. Big bullets. Large hitboxes on them, but the question is, do they do the same damage? And they're probably all not too bad, but you know. I think a lot of players don't look at games with the psychology in mind on them. Like these games, I talk to players now that I've known for a long time, and often you'll see players that are not into some of the newer games trying to figure out why is more. It happens. It's a tough game, man. It is a tough game. You taking off? Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, man. Awesome seeing you as always. Stepping back up. See how he does. Psychology in gaming, I think, is a that's definitely room for that on a podcast. So many things that we could be discussing, that we should be discussing. Tearing through that first boss on round 2. Stephen Lucas, the idea man. He's got suggestions for the podcast. Always in need of more idea, people. Iron Gorilla. $486,550. Not too bad. All right. I wonder where Waffles is. I wonder if he's going to do a bet today. We'll see. We'll see. Some really good enemy design. There's a lot of different ships in this game. Oh no! All right, 321,900 points. Pretty good. Let's see if we, Waffles is going to play. Let's do, can Waffles get, what do you want, score or distance? Let's say level 5. Yeah, level 5. DJ, what is up? Patrick and Blazeman, what is up, man? Will Waffles get to level 5 on 2 tries? All right. Waffles stepping up. Level 5. It's doable. Waffles, did you play this when it was around at T20? Did you watch anybody play it? Zerst, maybe? All right, so this is raw talent. Don't remember which my favorite is.
Was it shoot?
And option select. So rotating those options. Auto fire. It is unlimited. Packages arriving from China. What could it be? I know what this is. Just a bunch of parts. Waffles in round 2. Oh, just missing it. Oh, just missing it. Getting the option. Oh no, that huge cannon lining up. Round 3. Yep. Yep. Threading the needle. Oh no. Threading the needle again. It's a weird, for me, I tried to keep my view slightly in front of the ship. You don't want to keep it too far downfield. Oh. All right, all right. Stage 3 on his first try. I don't know. What was the farthest anybody got so far today? Was it 4? Actually, I think this is the ship I like. Those missiles pack quite the punch. Clears him out. Oh no! That would have been... Oh no! Oh no. Go again, go again. Good use. Oh Oh no! Oh no! Go one more. Go one more.
I like shmups too. This one's pretty tough.
Try. I think. No, go up. You know, I don't even know which one I was. I think I was the second ship. The last time I played. It does randomize the stages. So collecting the medals without missing any of them, there's a multiplier on them, so that will greatly affect the score. Oh no. Threading the needle there. Don't forget, don't want to go down with bombs on hand if you got any. Got him into stage 3. You're up a little further than I like being when I was playing. I think it's comfortable to be back a little bit more than normal in most shmups. threading the needle. What a great game. Just has everything. Visuals. Depth to the different ships. Smart use of that bomb there. Oh no. It's crazy. Stage 3 doesn't break 1,000,000. But that's how important that scoring mechanics go. We're going to send everybody over to Pearl. Tell them we say hello. Tell them what you've seen here today. Hope everybody enjoyed Battle Back Raid, released from Aiding back in 1999. Until next time, thanks everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Speedy Matt, Hater Shack, Stephen Lucas, Patrick, A-Train, Orlando, The Real Hammer, Billy Lee. Thank you all so much. We will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.